Hey guys, Alex here from MovieBuzzers.com bringing you my next video review. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the movie Splice, directed by Vincenzo Natali, the director of Cube, and it stars Adrien, Brody, and Polley. Adrien plays Clive and Sarah plays Elsa. Now the movie is about these two rebellious scientists who decide to splice together animal DNA with human DNA against the wishes of their superiors. It has more to do with Elsa wanting to do this than anything. And this is where I wanted to bitch slap both people. The acting was great, don't get me wrong. They were really good in the movie and played their part very well. They were very convincing. It had more to do with the script, which is why I wanted to slap them. Elsa was very naive, very ignorant, and just had no long-term, didn't think about the long-term repercussions.
If we don't use human DNA now, someone else will.
Regulators and politicians, they tear us to pieces.
Millions of people are suffering and dying. What are the moral considerations of that?
This is illegal. We're gonna go to jail for this.
Human cloning is illegal. This won't be human. Not entirely.
When you think about the concept of the movie, there are various ethical issues, various moral issues, and then there's a whole human connection. And once the creature's born, you start to experience that as an audience member, that, oh man, Adrien, played by Delphine Chaniak, is actually part human. And you can see it in her face, you can see it in her demeanor, and her actions. And even though she doesn't speak in the movie, you can definitely at least relate to her in some way, shape, or form. And that's part of the one of the issues in the movie. But Sarah Polley's character wasn't able to think about, oh, what happens, you know, if it's vicious? What happens, blah, blah, blah. Adrien Brody, on the other hand, just had no balls. I wanted to hate him because he couldn't say no. He didn't want to partake in this experiment. And then he let it go to the point where, you know, Adrien is now a teenager. So those are some things to think about when you're watching the movie. The direction of the movie, I thought, was very good. Vincenzo did a great job. I just think the story should have went somewhere else. Because this is not a horror film. The trailer portrays it as one.
Clive? Clive? Clive!
Elsa, get out! It's dangerous!
This is actually a sci-fi drama with a little bit of thrill inside. There are tads of thriller scenes, but the last 10 minutes is where the real thrill comes in. So take that for what it's worth. Additionally, there are some make-or-break scenes in this movie. I laughed quite a few times when I probably shouldn't have, and so did the rest of the theater. Vincenzo Natali took a big risk, and for some it paid off, for others it didn't. I haven't made up my mind yet. I thought it was very risque, and I understood where he was coming from, so I commend him on his risk. But it's really what's going to make or break this film for a lot of people. The cinematography, they had everything down in terms of sci-fi. They had the gadgets, the gizmos, the sounds, everything. It looked really cool. It was dark. It had the, you know, the blues, everything in there. So that was really cool to at least make a good sci-fi movie, or be at least true to the nature of sci-fi movies. But overall, I was enjoyed with this movie. Not everyone's going to be. If you hesitate, you may or may not then want to see it, alright? And that's something that's considered watching the movie, hesitation. Or you can go see Get Him to the Greek, which comes out. Both of these movies come out Friday, which is tomorrow. So this is Alex from MovieBuzzers.com signing out.